guys, welcome back to my channel. The purpose of this video is so that we can go through my goals that I've set for myself for 2023. Now, I am one person that I know about that does not do New Year's resolutions. What I do is, like now, I've already set up my goals, so I'll already start working on them. Some of them will only be possible like when school starts up again in January, etc. But let's go through this. If you are interested in these type of videos, all things budget, accounting, bookkeeping tips, then please consider subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate that. And I welcome you to our little budgeting family in advance. Also turn on your notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a video. And for my returning subscribers, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Thank you so much for taking this budgeting journey with me. Like, I am not new to budgeting at all, but I am new to budgeting and actually sticking to it, right? So let's get right into it. So guys, I've written down my goals for 2023. I still want to do a goal board that I want to put up somewhere where I can see it each and every day to remind myself why I'm following this budgeting journey and things that we've made mistakes on in the past, and grow from there. So the first one is my little subcategory here is my financial goals. Now I've just got 3 for the moment, but I'm sure as I grow on this journey, they will become more intense and the list will actually grow. But for now, not to overwhelm myself, I've started with the 3 main ones that is really bugging me. And it's Christmas, back to school, and debt. Okay, so for the year 2023, starting like now, from this month's paycheck, I'll start building up a Christmas fund for next year, because obviously it's school break and stuff, and the kids are home, so you tend to spend way more than what you usually spend on Christmas foods, and not necessarily just Christmas foods, but like snacks and cool drinks and stuff for the kids to do, for us to do with the kids, etc. So by this time next year, I would love to have a minimum of 2,000 Rand in my Christmas fund, and that is just a minimum. Like, I'm not going to cap myself on, okay, now I've saved 2,000 Rand by, let's say, August. Next year, now I stop funding this Christmas fund. I'll just carry on and let it grow as time goes by. And then part of that would also be this little book. I've showed it to you guys a couple of videos back. Is this little stamp book. It's food stamps that you buy from ShopRite, but you can spend them at Checkers or ShopRite. It's basically 10 Rand a stamp, and then every time you buy a 10 Rand stamp, you stick it in here. One page is 100 Rand, and the whole book is worth 2,000 Rand, which you can go and spend at ShopRite, whether it's for back to school or Christmas shopping or groceries or, whatever the case may be. So I'm just putting that in there. And then obviously back to school. Guys, like every year we do this. We are never prepared for back to school. We've got 3 kids still in school out of our four children. 3 are still in school. One is in high school going to grade 10 now. The one is actually going to high school now for grade 8. And then we've still got our baby boy going to grade 7 now. So the year after next year, like 2024, he's also going to high school. Then all 3 of them are in high school. High school is so much more expensive than primary school. Like, they just notified us that the school fees are, for next year, 2,100 Rand per child per month, which is crazy. We'll have 2 kids in school. Luckily, we qualify for a school subsidy, for a grant. So the most important thing with that is, like, if you want to apply for a grant, you don't have enough money to afford the full school fees for the month for your kids, then you just go to the school office, to the finance office and you ask for a subsidy form or a grant form. You complete that, but the most important thing is to basically get the form, get it completed and stamped, and all the bank stamps and all of that, and hand it back in at the school office within the first week of, when the school starts. And that is something that we also sometimes neglect to do, and then we're late, and then we don't qualify, and then we've got to basically beg and ask, please assist us. We know we're late, we know we're guilty. And so far, God has actually helped us with that, you guys, because so far, every time they've actually agreed to give us a subsidy or just write off the school fees for the whole year completely. So we're very blessed in that part as well. So for back to school, by this time next year, I would love to have a minimum of 2,500 set aside for back to school, for school clothes, for stationery, for whatever the kids may need to actually start their new school year in 2024. So for now, our budget is going to be a hot mess because we need to do everything from my December salary, because as you know, my husband doesn't have a permanent job. Him and my son are actually building a construction company or business, and they don't get jobs like every day, but every now and then they get a job, and we just have God to thank for that, guys, because if it wasn't for our faith and our belief in God and just doing good to everybody that we come across, I'm sure that we wouldn't have made it this far. Now on the video that I'm going to be uploading on Friday, it will be a little testimony of the last year in our lives as a family. Then my third financial goal will be to at least pay off 5,000 Rand in debt. Now, I can't remember now exactly the figure that my spreadsheet has on for debt that's outstanding, but I'll update you guys as we go on. Every month we'll do a check-in on my debt payoff and see how far I've come and how far I am to reaching my actual goal. But the goal is to pay off at least a minimum of 5,000 Rand on our total lump sum of debt. Okay, then personal goals. This is like goals that I set for myself that I want to accomplish within my family. And the first one would be to be more present in my kids' activities. Like, for instance, if they've got sports at school or something going on in their lives, I want to be actively present for them for that. Now, up until this date and time, I've always put my job first because obviously, the workplaces are not as desperate for you anymore. Even if you are a good worker, even if you do your best in your job and you feel like they can't live without you, believe me, it is just like that, and you lose your job or whatever the case may be. So I'm just thankful, so thankful to God that I still have my job, even though I can't get to the office actually at the moment that my boss is allowing me to work from home. But yes, I've always been scared to put in a day's leave or a half a day's leave to attend maybe a netball match or something like that. But in this coming year, I would love to be more present for these type of activities and so on. Because as a kid, I know, my parents have not been to all my hockey matches. I think my stepmom was at one hockey match once in my whole school career. And yeah, I think to me as a kid, that was something that I really missed, I would have loved to have both of them there. But obviously, they had work and all of that. So yeah, I do understand that now that I'm a parent myself, but I know how it feels as a kid. So yeah. And then guys, just overall, I just want to be in a better place, like emotionally, health-wise, relationship-wise, financially, all of that. A year from now, I want to be in a better place, and I'm going to really, really work hard to achieve that goal as well. Then also one thing that's very important, guys, is I've got a brother that lives in Durban, in KZN, but I don't have a relationship with him at all. Like, we hardly ever talk, it's just basically like when there's a family emergency that we actually talk to each other, etc. So I would love to, from my side, to change that, to start working on that and start reaching out to him. He's 2 years younger than me. I'm 43 now and he's 41. But yeah, that saddens me to know that I've got a brother, but I basically don't have I really don't have a relationship with him, and I would like to change that as well. Then the fourth one, I've got a couple of business ideas. Like, when you guys watch my budgeting videos, you'll see that with my income and the expenses, like the bills that we have to cover in a month, I seriously need to supplement my income. So I've got a couple of ideas that I'm running around through in my head, making notes and, just doing all over, like investigating it and just doing my homework properly to see which would be feasible for me to get off the ground. But by this time next year, I would love to have some of these business ideas, not just in my head, but actually full on businesses that actually supplements my income and that puts us as a family financially also in a better place. Now, the last one, but not the least, is my YouTube goals. Okay, so everybody knows that once you have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, you get monetized by YouTube. So that can also be something that can supplement my income, but I'm not on YouTube, guys, for that goal. That is not my the main reason why I'm on YouTube. I basically do this. I started doing this because I thought this was a really good way to keep me accountable with my budgeting journey. Because, like, I love my husband to bits, but I feel like, we are not hard enough on each other regarding this subject, like budgeting and so on. We'd like really quickly change each other's minds to go get some fast food or whatever the case may be instead of saving that money. And I would rather, do these videos, upload them for you guys, and know that this is keeping me accountable. So by next year, this time, I would love to have at least 1,000 subscribers, because then I know there's 1,000 people watching me and keeping me accountable. And then also, I would love to be in the position where I can host freebies and giveaways to help other people that are struggling now to do their budgets, like next year this time, sorry guys, that are struggling with budgeting and getting their finances in order, just to give them something to help them with. Now, just a little disclaimer, guys, even though I am going on 26 years now being in accounting, I am by no means a financial planner or anything of the sorts. I am basically just taking you guys along with me on my budgeting journey to see me grow and to see that it pays off to rather save your money instead of overspending. That is what my purpose is in life, and that is what my goal is to show you guys what I do, and if that can work for you, good, then you apply it. Otherwise, you find a way that works for you and you do you. That is always a philosophy of mine, is just do you. Don't compare your budget to anybody else's. Don't compare your life to anybody else's. Don't compare your family to anybody else's, because no one person can be the same. No one situation can be the same. It's everything, everybody differs and everything differs. Every situation is different from the next person's. So yeah, that is it for this video, guys. I just want to quickly share something with you guys. I read a book from a guy, it's also a South African author. He's also followed the Dave Ramsey baby steps and so on. And he's written a book. Now it's available in South Africa. I'm not sure if it's available overseas, like in the States, etc. But you guys can you're more than welcome to find out. He is Wilco Neumann, and what he said the one time was, and it really struck home for me, like your finances is like a bucket with water in. Now, if your bucket has holes in, it does not help you to keep on filling up water from the top. It's just going to run out from the holes. You have to find a way to stop the holes, and then you can start filling it up from the top, because then it's going to keep the water inside. So that is how your finances are. Like if the bucket and the water is like your income, okay? And the holes where the water flows out is like your expenses, your spending, etc. So if you tend to overspend, it does not help you to just supplement your income and, filling up from the top if you keep on overspending from the bottom, because you're never going to then have enough money, you're never going to have a savings, you're never going to build up anything if you keep doing that. So you have to find a way and discipline yourself, keep yourself accountable, find ways to do this, to stop these holes, stop the overspending and rather save the money, and then start making your money work for you. So I just thought I'll share that with you guys. Maybe it can help someone out there, someone watching this video right now. If I can help with any advice or any tips or anything, I love to do that. And I just wanted to say thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Please consider subscribing if this is something that you are into. If you want to see me grow on this journey and go tag along with me, please consider subscribing. Please like this video and leave a comment below. Like, what are your 2023 goals? Have you already planned, what your goals are that you would like to achieve in 2023? And let us know in the comment section below. And then, guys, until next time, bye bye.